Bulation Nation, it's a celebration. This one is actually to all the current homies that are watching and to all the future homies. I hope I hope we're going to get there. Wherever there is for you, you're going to get there. Because if you can look at me, get some energy from me to go where you want to go, beautiful. Sick nasty. All right, enough talking. Bula. I'm talking about where you want to go. I want to say, I just made a mess almost. I want to say, if you're someone who consistently watches me, then you're a lot like me. And you've probably had a lot of moments throughout your life where people would call, some people would define this as impulsive, but they have led to be some of our best decisions in our lives. When we witness something that activated us to act the complete opposite of someone. Or we saw what someone was missing from their attempt. They're like a formula to attempt something. And we went, I know what that's missing. And then, boom, we nail the goal. It was missing a little bit of us, if you catch my drift. And the reason I bring that up is a lot of people won't understand where you're going. And the easiest answer to that is grab it, crumble it up, throw it out of your head. Drivel. Not necessary. Fuck all that. But I think one of the sneakiest things that grabs the human spirit and just drowns it from succeeding at the level that it should be, at the level that God intended it to be at, is this like benign prison that is built on the foundation of an overabundant use of gratitude. Let's say you were aiming to be a pro for some time in any kind of sport. Or you were like me and you were like, yo, I started boxing really late. I started boxing when I was like 22, 21. So was it possible for me to have like my name on a a highlight fight? Maybe. But I was okay with being like, you know what? I'll go to Golden Gloves. Maybe like top 8 that shit. I'm a gamer, so top 8 is like, that's pretty good. To us, it's a podium finish. But in my mind, I was like, maybe if I podium finish at a Golden Gloves, I'm cool with that. But I don't need to make money off of boxing. But I want to be able to throw my effort at this and come out with something. But I listened to people around me, and I dropped it. And it's probably one of my biggest regrets. And it's not something that like hurts me and like, oh, I'm gonna be a 60-year-old guy trying it. But it's more so I have learned that lesson, and I have learned the impact that other people can have on you. So I'm gonna learn to ignore it, and that when I have my own kids that see something interesting that they feel the same, like, yeah, I want to see how far I can take this. Like, I'm just curious. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna give it all I got until something sticks and I can get the kind of win that I want, and then I'm gonna chill. I'm like, go get that shit, Tiger. Go fucking get him. Tear him up. Let them see how you're related to me by you ripping them limb from limb with how much effort you're going to put into whatever thing you're trying to accomplish. Like, go crazy, go stupid, win. So, a lot of the times, within that pursuit, people will go, well, man, like, you're already so shredded. Oh my God, no, this one guy said this to me at the kava bar, which is, again, this weird form of gratitude that was like weaponizing. He was like, dude, you're too handsome to box. So you're telling me I should be happy with the attractive parts of my face to the point where I should protect them and not push my physical limits and my ability to sharpen combative prowess in a competitive sense and see where that goes, because I should essentially just be happy with the way I look and I shouldn't risk it. That is the gayest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Okay. And I think that happens to a lot of people, dude. I think, sometimes you'll take up a corporate job so that you can kind of shut the flies that are your parents up and like, look, I got a 401k, dental, vision, blah, 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 stock matching with reinvesting in the company and this amount of time off, whatever, cute. But then in your mind, you're like, you already built a strategy of, okay, I'm going to, with the hours that I get at work and being able to come back as early as I can hit the gym or go for my run. go do some bouldering, rock climbing, and then I'll hop on my journal and, grab what's in my mind for the goal that I'm setting for my business or the thing I'm studying, and I'm going to use this to piggyback. And then you get a promotion at this job because of how driven you are for the thing you're trying to do, and that's flowing out into something that's truly not important to you. But then the voices come up and you're like, hey man, you're second in charge of this floor, or you're a team lead, you're getting more benefits. And then you start to see where your effort got you, like just deploying effort, because you're bettering yourself towards your specific goal of opening up a business, starting a product, getting better in the social market of getting to know people, networking, dating, romance, whatever it is. But that sense of effort leveled you up somewhere in your life. And then now, because of the money, and then you treated yourself to a nicer car, you got out of your 2009 Yaris and you hopped into whatever else you're in right now. And then that played into this grateful hypnosis of like, wow, I was able to buy this car at a really good rate. I'm promoted. I get respect. People look up to me now in the office. They ask me for advice. I get responsibility. I'm reliable. And then you stop writing. You stop showing up to the gym. You stop finding ways to level yourself up for the product or business you were trying to open or the other goals you had, which this job you put yourself in so that it would align with your goals, and then you stop. And then a few years go by, and then you wonder why you feel like you haven't done anything in your life. Well, you forgot your purpose, bro. The thing that you created, that you stepped into to be a lily pad in your life, now became your sailboat. Actually, I wouldn't even say your sailboat. At that point, it's like your cruise. You hypnotized yourself into being grateful for where you got, which was by proxy of your drive, and now you're going to live on that cruise forever. And you made the bet on that boat, and now you're going to sleep in it. And then people are telling you to be okay with it because they're like, man, there's so many people around you that they wish they had that. And you're like, yeah, well, I still want more. There's this yearning in my soul that wants me to shred where I am now and go even further. Why? And then when you try to talk to people that are around you, the worst part is they're the ears, or they're the mouths that spoke that gratitude into you, so they don't understand why you almost have these feelings of giving it all up and then starting all over again. It's because you hunger for that drive, my brother. You hunger for that flame that taught you to, as soon as you got home, you went in, sat down, meditated for 30 seconds or a little longer, that's some intense breathing, meditating for some time, clearing out your mind from work, getting on your journal, activating yourself through your writing, going into your point of exertion for the day. That was, your therapy, getting some flow through, just thinking about stuff. Some of my best thoughts have come while I was in the gym. It's just like fucking pushing, right? Because some thoughts can be pretty aggressive, and you need that exertion in the moment to just get it out. But you have this amazing routine. You come home, you calm yourself down, you activate yourself intellectually with your writing or some reading. You go exert. You just gave to the mind, you gave to the heart, and you gave to the body. And then you did that consistently. And because you were caring about yourself, because you're like, okay, if I use the money from this job and I keep this routine going, at X amount of time, I'll be able to launch this, or to start branding this, or I'll start my coaching business, or whatever it is, dude. But instead, all that effort gave you a side benefit, and then you were taught to make that side benefit your main thing. So you're wearing a false crown because it's not yours. Now there can be somebody else in the office that they want the crown you wear, but ultimately it's not meant for you. You forgot your own path because people instilled a toxic sense of gratitude into you. Celebrate that win though. Like, damn, dude, like me chasing my dream or leveling myself up in my life, it's working so well that something I wasn't even paying attention to, or somewhere that I was working, or a place that I was at, I'm now being elevated, or I'm being noticed. So me working down this path and making sure that it's nice and strong and stable it was so big and powerful that it also cleared a path somewhere that had nothing to do with it. I mean, that's fucking awesome. Like, there's not many people out there that can say, oh yeah, I just tried really hard at this one thing all the way over here and left field for you. Oh no, I think it'd still be right field. There's no mirroring. I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. And you end up getting a home run 3 stadiums down, right? What the fuck? Like, that's insane. It doesn't, that doesn't happen anywhere but in life. When somebody starts to take themselves seriously because they want something, other parts of their lives as a halo effect start to pop off. Because that's, whatever you want to call it, God, divinity, creation, the universe, that's reality's way of showing you, keep doing what you're doing. But I don't want you to get lost in the sauce and go like, oh, okay, this is enough. It's life's way of telling you you're going in the right direction. All this effort you're putting yourself through, I want to reward you and show you that this is the path. But don't get stuck within the gratitude. You're gonna find a relationship, get the dog, move out into a nicer space, be eligible for a nicer car. It's like, cool, enjoy those things, but then use that new space in your life, a new part of your life, to go even higher. It's okay to want more. And if you're around people that tell you that that's selfish, tell them to go fuck themselves. Because ultimately, as humans, we grow through osmosis. So if you're like the bonfire friend that's always like, mindset, oh, I need more. You're a blessing. You're a blessing. And your friends should pour into you. Because you are passively like overflowing into them with how much energy you bring to the table. All that to say, don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Don't let the peanut gallery of you should be grateful, you should be grateful, you should be grateful pacify you. Stay activated. If not, life will forcibly activate you to remind you where you wanted to go, and you're either going to feel bad because you fell off track, or you're going to go, all right, you just got to tell me once. Thank God you caught me now, and not 6 years from now when I became a sedentary lard that just watched TV all day and their legs atrophied, and now I have to do all this recouping to get to where I was before and run my iron and do my Ironman. Right? Don't let life get ahead of you to the point where it's a rude awakening or a hard call. Maintain your motivation through the aggressive activation of the goal that you're setting after. And do not be satiated until you get there. But when you get there, you need to slow down and appreciate yourself because you've gotten really far. But if you don't want to lose that feeling, you got to tell yourself, all right, I got real far. I got to where I wanted to go. Now, where can I go from here? And that answer, my friend, you must come to your own senses to find. Because ultimately, you'll always get to where you're going, where you want to go. It's just how much friction is in between you and that location. And enjoying that friction is my specialty. You may have the perfect blueprint to get to where you want to go, but if that friction is something that's scaring you, learn from me, man. I've learned to become an insane individual that enjoys friction. Now, I'm not the kind of person that does things for the plot because that's just dumb. That's just making more problems than you need in your life. But I'm the kind of person that's like, man, I failed 315 at the top range. That means my triceps are weak. Time to kill those puppies, right? I can find out where things messed up, diagnose a problem, get through the friction, then hit 315. And if that's something you're looking to do in your life, let's get this shit done together. Humanity is immaculate in its sense of community and accomplishment. So when humans come together, it's like a nexus of success. So let's build that. Let's crunch in, let's stay activated, and move forward in life. And if nobody believes in you, I believe in you. Shit, dude, if you DM me, I'll DM you that shit. You just say, yo, Dakota, I just need to hear it, man. I'll send you a little voice memo. I believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And if others don't believe in you, fuck them. They probably don't look like me. They probably can't live like me. So I'm here for you, bro. The same way you're here for me. Let's ride this shit out, champ. God bless.